Touch me not to touch me. I'm a plant.
When a friend offered to give me a few Himalayan balsam plants, I immediately said yes because of their delicate flowers, which reminded me of miniature orchids. I was warned they were invasive and needed to be controlled. How right they were. That's why I planted them along my pathway, so I could remove them if needed. I do have to remain vigilant, as some plants start to appear among other ones in my yard. Luckily, they're easy to pull out. They're as small as 2 feet or as tall as 4 feet and grow profusely. These non-native annuals act like perennials because they produce many seeds. I've never found them in the wild. I had a hunch they were related to the jewelweeds found in moist, semi-shaded areas in Massachusetts. These plants share the genus name Impatiens, and flowers and seeds from both are edible. Here's a comparison of the two plants. Jewelweed leaves have rounded, scalloped edges. They help soothe burns and poison ivy rashes. Himalayan leaves have tiny teeth along their edges. I'm not sure if they have the same properties as those of jewelweeds. Fortunately, I haven't had the need to try them yet. Flowers of both plants have the same structure, but are different colors. Those of jewelweeds are orange or yellow, and those of Himalayans are white and pink. The slightest touch to both of their seed pods causes the seeds to escape. I recently discovered a cultivated cousin that isn't invasive. Garden balsam produces edible flowers in a variety of colors. Their seed pods resemble miniature milkweed pods, and their seeds are as hard to capture as those of their relatives. Himalayan balsam shoots are some of the first to appear in early spring, even when remnants of snow are still on the ground. I found these in mid-March. The raw young leaves are perfect for microgreens. And of course, I'll add a few to my spring salads. I don't bother to cook them because they shrink down to nothing. It's best not to eat these uncooked in large quantities, as they contain calcium oxalate. Avoid them if you have arthritis or kidney problems. Flowers begin to appear at the top of the stem in May and keep blooming into early October. They're an attractive addition to sprinkle on top of midsummer salads. Bumblebees are constant visitors. It's fun to watch the determined larger ones try to squeeze into the blossom's smaller openings. The scientific name Impatiens is a hint to the behavior of their seeds. Each plant produces hundreds of them. Jewelweeds are called touch-me-nots because their seeds scatter at the slightest touch. But the other two plants could also have the same nickname, since their seeds act in a similar way. It takes a long time to capture enough of them for a nibble. Carefully grab a pod to release them into your hand. Otherwise, they'll go everywhere. Seeds from all 3 species of Impatiens taste like walnuts. Garden balsam seeds are on the left, small Himalayans are in the middle, and jewelweeds are on the right. I combine them to sprinkle on cereals and salads. So why do I like Himalayan balsam plants, even though they can be aggressive? It's because the flowers are cheerful. Plus, they attract many pollinators. As long as I can keep them in check, they're here to stay.
Touch